Hey everyone, BrickLoot18 here, and today we are back with another episode of Ask Brick. So Ask Brick is my Q&A show here on YouTube where you ask me questions and of course I answer them here on video. Today we've got lots of great questions for you here. I've got my laptop with the list right here, so let's just get right into it. This very first question is from a user called Did You Know? Here is an Ask Brick question. When did you start your YouTube channel? So I definitely answered this in some past Q&A videos, but I'm not sure exactly when, so I'm just going to go ahead and answer it here as well. I started my YouTube channel in 2012. I was, just got into YouTube. This is as far back when the YouTube app was still automatically installed on the iPhone. But I got really into YouTube. I started watching a whole bunch of different videos, then kind of found my way to the Lego YouTube community. Saw lots of really cool videos, lots of cool people making videos. And to me, I just kind of thought to myself, hey, this is something I think I could actually do. This is something I could have a lot of fun with. So yeah, that summer of 2012 is actually when I made my first video, and I guess I just really started it because I wanted to showcase my love of Lego, and I really enjoyed, seeing the different content and everything that all these other Lego YouTubers were creating. So I said, hey, I could do this as well, and that's honestly why I got started with Lego. Brabrix asked, I've got kind of a strange question. What became of your old Lego room back home? I think it would be cool to see what it looks like now compared to what it looked like when your Lego was stored there. So that's a great question. Honestly, not too much has become of the Lego room from back home. All of the shelves and the tables and everything are actually all still there. Nothing was moved. My dad just kind of moved in and started using it as an office. They didn't really do much to it. Like personally, I would have taken the shelves and everything down and turned it into like a spare bedroom / an office. But he honestly just moved in, kind of spread out, is using the city table as his desk. He loves it. He just got a taller chair so he can really spread out and have all his books there. On the one side of the room, all the shelves are now just filled up with all his work and his office things that he needs. And then on the other side of the room, it's actually my mom's photo albums that she kind of just used. And she stored them all. She normally had them in bins and storage, but now she actually gets to have them out on display. So the room still looks very similar. Nothing was really changed. Like if I showed you the room right now, you'd be like, hey, that definitely used to be his Lego room. It's not like some massive transformation happened. I'm not going to take any pictures of it just because there's so much, stuff that's not mine in there anymore, so I don't want to show that on video. But the room looks like very similar. One of the biggest differences now is you can see out the window. So before I had sealed up the window with black tape or paper and everything like that, you couldn't see in. They got rid of the paper, opened up the blinds so you can actually see the front yard and the front of the house now. So that's something cool, but for the most part the room still looks very, very similar. Still has tons of stuff in it. But yeah. Just Build It asked Brick, do you think the Lego Hidden Side sets would make a great investment piece? That's a good question. So I don't want to say no because like the Monster Fighters I think is a theme that proved a lot of us wrong. I certainly didn't see it, but Monster Fighters was a cool theme. Everybody thought it was great, and now some of the sets are worth so much money. And I probably don't think back then anybody predicted that Monster Fighters would become such a popular and highly sought after theme after its retirement. Right now, I don't think Hidden Side is going to be a very popular theme, mainly because it's got the app component, and like we've seen with a lot of other Lego games, that use Lego bricks in the app, they don't support the app forever. Like Life of George I think was a cool one, but like now the app's not supported, I don't think. So what's the point of the game? And like the Hidden Side sets are really cool, but a few years down the line when they don't support the app anymore, like I wonder if they're still going to if Hidden Side's still going to be popular if you can't use the app component of it. I think a lot of the pieces and the colors that are in those sets are really cool, but like to me the set themselves are nothing crazy special that I think would become like crazy sought after in the the aftermarket. It's already a retiring theme, and you'll see at Walmart and stuff like that they're like really clearing out at clearance prices. Like yeah, so I don't want to say no because I don't like being wrong, but at the same time, I just personally don't think the Hidden Sides theme is going to be one that's really highly sought after, just because from what we've seen so far, it doesn't appear to be like that. But anything could change, anything could happen, but my guess would be no. But maybe, hopefully, I get proved wrong or something like that. Apprentice Builds ask Brick, are you a Harry Potter fan? So that's actually a great question. I would say I group Harry Potter in with like Star Wars and superheroes in the sense that I know they're really popular. I know they're loved by like millions around the world, but I've never actually seen them or read the books. I mean, I think I started to read the books like many years ago, but I don't recall anything about it. And as for like the movies and stuff like that, I've never seen any of them. I don't really collect the sets. I might buy a couple of the newer Harry Potter sets, because they look really cool. I think I have one on my wish list, but like that's about it. I was just having a conversation with a friend recently actually about the Harry Potter sets, and I'm not like too interested in getting them. I think they're neat, but like I don't know. I just think, as I said, I group Harry Potter in with Star Wars and DC superheroes and Marvel and all that just because I haven't seen them yet. Like, I can't say I don't like Harry Potter. I know I said in the last Ask Brick that I don't like Star Wars, which I didn't necessarily mean to say, because it's not that I don't like Star Wars, it's just I don't know anything about it. Like, I've never watched the movie. If I'm going to watch something on Netflix or I'm going to watch a movie, it's going to be like some kind of political drama or just a drama or a comedy or something like that. I've never really been into sci-fi. Like, I've never watched a lot of this, crazy Star Wars, superheroes, Harry Potter, Avatar, like all those movies like that are very sci-fi heavy. I've just never really been interested in watching them because I like the more real life things and things like that. I guess that makes sense. So no, it's not that I'm not a Harry Potter, so I'm not a Harry Potter fan. It's not that I don't like Harry Potter. It's not that I don't like Star Wars or DC. I'm just, I've never seen them, so I can't really formulate an opinion. And I guess I've just never seen them because I honestly don't want to. Like, I have a preconceived idea in my head of what the movies are about. I could be totally wrong, but that's kind of what I think. And I just, I would rather choose to watch another movie or something like that. So I hope that answer makes sense. I hope you understand. Moving on to the next question here is from Taven Townstead. I apologize if I said your name wrong. Ask Brick, how did your friends and family react when you started filming Lego videos? So that's actually a really good question. So, my friends, I never really told a lot of them. A lot of my best friends, as I said in the last Ask Brick, they don't really know about this. Even when I started doing it, I just kind of started doing it. I didn't really tell anybody. The friends that do know think it's like kind of cool, especially when they see like the following and some of the things I've done in the past with it. Like some really close family friends know, and they honestly didn't really care. They just thought it was cool. They're like, oh, let me see the videos. And then it's more me being embarrassed that they want to see them than they think, oh, like they judge me or anything like that. My family, I don't really remember how they found out. I think my mom one day just kind of like heard me talking in the basement and like called down to see what I was talking about. And I was like, I'm making a video. And she probably wasn't sure what it was about. I don't know what they think of it now. I think they think it's pretty cool. They always ask me how my business is doing because they really see this as a business instead of a hobby, because it is a business. I rent a space, like I make these kind of like a job. So they definitely like that aspect of it, and they like that it gives me something to do. I would say like overall, my parents have been so supportive of the Lego hobby, and so is the rest of my family. Like, they've taken me to conventions, they buy me Lego all the time. Like, they couldn't be more supportive of the hobby. So I think when I first started, they were probably a little bit skeptical because they had no idea what I was doing. And maybe even like a year later, they still had no idea what I was up to. But then, of course, when they started to see, how, I guess kind of like the business aspect of it, that's when they really got sold, because I think like a lot of parents, they feel that as well. Like, they want to see how this is actually beneficial. Like, if I'm going to do videos instead of do homework, or I did both. So if you're watching this, do both. But like when they would, I have a test and I take 20 minutes out of my day to study for a video, and they're kind of like, pardon? But they understand that it is a bit of a business and stuff like that. So they reacted like fine. There was no any like shockings or anything like that. Any of the friends that do know think it's pretty cool. I still keep it a secret for whatever reason, but yeah, no, they reacted pretty cool. And it was, 2012 was such a long time ago when I started, so I don't really remember. And if they thought anything else of it, they never communicated that with me. So fine with me. Francis Basin, Lego City Star Wars fan, ask Brick, how do you deal with stickers peeling off? So that's a great question, Francis. Yeah, I don't have a good answer for that. So I know in the past that a lot of Lego sets, like especially older ones, the stickers peel off, and it may not be really fast, but like eventually, a couple years down the line, they peel off. So I know, like originally, I haven't seen too many sets recently where the stickers are just peeling off other than older sets. Sometimes I would go to Lego customer service and request some new stickers because they like to stand by their product, and a couple years down the line, if the stickers are peeling off, like I would like some new ones. Obviously a lot nicer than that. I just kind of did the sticker request. They mostly send the stickers. Sometimes they don't have the parts in stock or whatever like that. But for the most part, it happens. I try and keep my Lego sets in pristine condition. Anytime I do a float video, actually, the stickers never really peel off, so that's always a plus. And then any of my older sets that I just, like, if I see a sticker peeling off, I, like, leave it and try not to do anything of it. And if it's really bad and I have to get rid of it, I will, of course, peel it off all the way, because I think it would almost look better having a no sticker than having a sticker that's, like, ripped or something like that. But I really do try and leave the stickers on because I know they're big parts of the sets. And then when I can, I try and request replacement stickers from the LEGO customer service team. I'll do one last question here, and I'm going to butcher this user's name, so I'm so sorry. But it is from a user that's our dashes at Caboodle, I think. Caboodle? As I said, I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong. Please let me know the pronunciation down in the comments below. But ask Brick, why have LEGO City sets become so childish? I mean, in the 2017 catalog, it was written from ages 13, but now in 2020, they seem to be 7+. If you look at the 2016 airport terminal, it's even bigger than the new 2021. Our dashes, I completely agree with your observation, your opinion on this. I think that's one of the big reasons why LEGO City went from my favorite theme in the whole world to not even in my top 3 anymore. And that's because, I got older and LEGO City really started, targeting a much younger demographic. So I've noticed that like the 2008 police station is so much bigger than like the 2020 police station. It's got more features, it's got more minifigures, it's just so much better in general. And like, you're right, the 2020 airport set, so much worse than the 2016 or the 2010 or like any of the other airport sets that came out. I think I have no good explanation. I have no insider knowledge from LEGO on this, but I kind of have a feeling it has something to do with the fact that LEGO makes so many other sets now for so many other different demographics, like, the new LEGO art sets or like these new, the helmets or anything like that. Like, LEGO makes a lot of 18+ sets now, especially in 2020. It's been a really weird year, but the new LEGO 18+ sets are definitely ones that I can get behind. They're a bit better builds, they're more fun, and I just feel that LEGO is, more targeting this older demographic with these more specific sets and kind of going back to the kids for the LEGO City sets. Like, I know I like the LEGO City vehicles, some of them are so childish or they have such weird parts I don't want them. Others are really good and I want to put them in my LEGO City, but like a lot of the LEGO buildings and stuff like that, I don't want to buy them for my city because they're not full buildings. Like they're like three, the facades of buildings. They're not like fully detailed buildings versus a modular building with, a couple $100 more can get so much more there. So I think that LEGO's just kind of, they saw that, they realized that people weren't buying city as much as they wanted to anymore. So I kind of feel like they shifted their marketing towards a lot younger kids to get them more involved into LEGO, which, I would love it if they did like an 18+ city theme. Like, I think that would be incredible. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why LEGO sets are coming, why LEGO City is becoming much more childish. I understand why they're doing it because there's so many other sets for adults now. But yeah, I've completely noticed that too. I wish I had a better answer for you, but that's a good, it's a really good reason why I don't, buy too many LEGO City sets anymore. They're becoming way more expensive and they don't have nearly as many pieces and the builds just aren't as good. They're like, as you said, more childish. But yeah, anyway, thanks everybody so much for watching this episode of Ask Brick. I had a lot of fun answering all these questions today and I'm looking forward to answering more questions in a future video. So please, if you do have any Ask Brick questions, leave them down in the comments below because I would love to get to them in next week's episode. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe, and I will see you in next week's video.